Welcome to some Mortal Kombat 11 online beta match analysis. Now this is just the beta, so there's not like it's not the final game, and in fact we know of several changes already that have occurred. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. My thoughts on this game so far is much the same as a lot of people's. Obviously, it's a lot more neutral, footsies based, zoning even, but as you'll see, because I haven't seen this match in particular. I've only seen the last 13 minutes of this video. I feel like this game still has a lot of mix-ups. It's just the problem. I don't want to call it a problem. The thing about it is, obviously, they're a lot more unsafe and they're a lot less rewarding. But I don't know. Maybe it'll turn out that they're just as good, just in a different way, maybe. But as you can see, jumping in this game is kind of an issue. You shouldn't do it most of the time. Anti-airs are really good. Oh, that was sick. Did you see that? He parried the flawless block reversal, which is very smart. I feel like we'll see a lot of that in the coming weeks after the game is released, because a lot of people are already starting to use flawless block reversals. Again with the parries. She doesn't get a full combo from it, I don't think. I'm pretty sure she doesn't. She's one of those characters that doesn't get a full combo, but most characters seem to have a parry. Cabal doesn't have one yet, but one thing to note about Cabal is that almost all of his strings are safe. And a lot of them have overheads, and they're still safe. And he has the one move to where he can go low, and so that's a really good mix-up for right now. I mean, it's only 10%. If you get hit by the low. Yeah, you're going to have to use Fallout a lot, or Breakaway as they call it. I feel like Breakaway is pretty strong.
What's lethal?
I don't know how they'll address that. Maybe they'll make it once per game or something. Yeah, I'm really excited to lab this game out. It's just you know, there are some problems with the game that I have, but I think they'll probably address them, and I don't care about all that. Ooh, look at the crushing blow requirement on this is that you whiff punish with it, and you get a full combo which he drops. You can just counter hit with it too, but it's a lot easier to just whiff punish with that string. So already the crushing blow requirements all seem to be like the kind of thing that encourages you to play a certain way. Like all of them. Ooh, that's actually a good launcher.
You can't do it. Just end it after 1-2. Don't do 4.
But yeah, a lot of the crushing blow requirements seem to push your kind of gameplay in a certain way. You know, with Scorpion throwing the spear from full screen for one, it's going to require you to be at a certain spacing, obviously, but just to do some sort of level of conditioning so that you can even get that to work. Because most characters can punish that. Yeah, you got to punish that. That is one thing from him that is in particular very punishable. Yeah, you can actually beat parries with lows. Can't beat him with throws in this game though. That tongue move is really good as like a pressure tool actually, because it pushes you out pretty far. And you can do it from like mid, close, far, so yeah, that is an important part of the meta right now, and it probably will be. The up 2 wake up attacks are aerial invincible, so they can't be hit by any jumping attack. And they get a full launcher, so why not?
Oh, what the fuck?
Is that move safe, I wonder? I didn't read much of the frame data when the beta was out, because I'm just like, why would I do that? Because by the time the game comes out, they might be different, and I have bad like memory. It's just gonna stick with me. I do feel like from the little bit that I've played with Scarlet and just watching other people play, that she's really gonna like focus on the full screen game. Because like, look at this, right? The throw puts you full screen. She has that kind of setup. She has the tongue. I mean, she has full screen frame traps. She kind of reminds me of like Freddy Krueger, but like toned down from MK9. Freddy Krueger was insane. That move that you just saw right there, the extendo hook, is minus 17 on block, and it pushes you pretty far though, so I don't think it's safe. I really don't think it's safe. But nobody's ever been able to punish it so far in the beta.
Wow.
Oh no.
Yep. The whiff punish on that string is pretty good. By the way, that extension is really hard to do, and you can get some massive damage. One thing though that I have to say though is,
Is that?
look at the, well, you can't see it now, but the defensive meter in this game regenerates too quickly, I feel like, whenever you do a breakaway, because it's probably, oh, okay, at least it didn't come back during the animation. I feel like by the next time that Sonic Fox gets a combo opportunity, it'll be back. Well, or not, if you wouldn't have spent that. My point though is that like you seem to get like very few combo opportunities, especially as certain characters. So to then be able to break away, and then by the time you get another one, you get another breakaway. Like, that's dumb. That's honestly not cool, in my opinion. Yeah, and by the way, this is talking about quote unquote optimal meter management. Obviously, if you're gonna spend it all like on just wake up attacks and whatnot, then that's gonna be a thing that might haunt you in this game. But from my play, if you really just like, yes, you're like, wait, look, it's back. If Sonic Fox got another combo, he could just break.
Endure it. How much ship does that do?
That's what a forward was.
That is like my major gripe with this game so far. And it's everyone's major gripe pretty much.
It's like what percent? Yeah, 1.3. Okay.
Ooh, nice anti-air with the fucking down one. Some kind of like, it feels like in NRS games in general, like anti-cross-ups are always different than anti-airs. I don't know why, but the buttons that you don't think would be really good anti-cross-ups are just because this game, like the way these games are made, I guess. Jumping kicks, by the way, so far have been pretty hard to anti-air. I think that's going to be a theme. Like, I think the whole point of anti-airs in this game, they will very easily be jump and punch, which leads to a full combo. They don't very easily beat jump and kick, which does not lead to a full combo. And if that's the case, then I actually really appreciate that. Yeah, the fact that she can do that, if you're not looking for, like, if you're trying to duck, it'll hit you because it's a mid. So she has like full screen mix-ups almost. She has full screen frame traps.
Oh, you asshole!
Yeah.
So annoying.
Yeah, I don't know what Smeej was thinking there. You got to go in. The clock's running low.
Shit.
Clock is there for a reason. It's there for precisely that reason.
Oops, wrong button. That's what the very bad.
Yeah, that seems like the B&B so far. Everybody's been using that combo just because whenever they quote-unquote labbed, that's pretty much the best they could find too. But I think whenever the game comes out, there's like at least a little bit of optimization to find. And what I think is definitely true is that there's got to be like a lot of situational combos that people need to find. Like, what's your optimal conversion from stand 1 mid-screen? What's it in the corner?
You taught me that.
Like, as a juggle, I should say. all these situational combos will definitely be important to learn given the way that this game's like combo routes are. I feel like in MKX, it was kind of a double-edged sword about the combo system because things that were really good for combos like launchers were typically also safe on blocks, so you didn't really have to like choose, but now you kind of do. So you got to find out what your conversions are off of different routes that you normally would take. That mix-up, by the way, is catching everybody in the beta. It is fuzzyable.
But I wanna start doing it. Okay, stop.
Shut up.
Gonna have to.
It's also not very rewarding
I've done it.
of a mix-up, but it is still,
Some more.
Hey, too.
like, it's obviously you want to go for it.
Nope.
I think, like, that's one of those mix-ups, like, even at the end of this game's lifespan, there will be people that don't fuzzy that. Especially back 1-2, because apparently that's a one-frame fuzzy. And if so, I mean, that's the one that I go to anyways, just because that lets you get a full combo and the other ones don't. Also, yeah, that is going... You're going to see that a lot. Drops it again. That is a very hard conversion.
Yep.
I assume once like this game comes out, that'll be like a easy combo everyone does every time. But for now, it's pretty rough.
So I'm playing this trash game because I don't want to play God.
What the fuck?
That was actually an interesting hitbox. She could just do that like that.
Smite.
Being in the corner in this game, like being in the corner in any game is never good. But I feel like it's especially pretty bad in this game because you can't jump. You will get comboed if you get like hit
Oh my
during a jump. And really, you don't have anywhere to go. And this is a footsies based game. Where are you going to walk back to? You can't. Also, by the way, throws in this game are really good, I feel like. Just because you do have to guess which way to throw, or I mean to tech. And like people are like just using it as more of a pressure tool, which is what it's designed to be for. I mean, in MKX that was how it was used too, but in this game that's kind of like your go-to mix-up for every character. Like in general, I feel like in this game is like there's a lot of mix-ups, but most of them are not very rewarding. They're just like kind of rewarding. And also with the universality of the crushing blow for down twos on highs, throws are going to be really risky for every character unless you have like a mid command grab.
I fucked back in that corner, bitch.
I should have paused like that.
Yep, that is an amazing anti-air. If you make a read, it's not very good if you use it on reaction, I think. There's not a lot of like really good anti-airs on reaction to like jumping kicks or anything like that. By the way, that move, that right there, you're going to see that a lot, I feel like, in competitive play. Obviously, it's a restand, which is already amazing.
What? Are you kidding me? I can
But, like,
guard that.
You heal, and that's always really powerful in fighting games, man. It's especially going to be powerful in a defensive fighting game. Like, and especially one that has breakaway. I'm just saying.
It's hard.
I got him.
No, I'm gonna make a turn. After that.
I don't know why he broke away. He was already at 30%.
You gonna hit it?
Wow, of course you hit.
See, that was a good example of me being wrong with that, because he got immediately on his ass after the breakaway. But the thing is, like whenever you break away, you kind of, it's like a soft knockdown. I feel like you kind of almost get up really quickly, and then you can punish them, or
Okay,
I don't know. It's not a fun mechanic the way that it's implemented. I hope that it becomes like once a game or once a match Or they make it so that the defense regenerates much slower. Or something. I don't know.
then fucking-
Ooh, the side switch? Oh yeah, and by the way, that's another thing that's like one of my thoughts on this game. I actually like that the damage is lower in general. It kind of keeps it more tame. Because again, this is a footsies game, not like in your face, rush down combo fest. For the most part, or at least in the beta. So that characters like do less damage overall. Like you have to spend 2 bars to get 30% for some characters. I think that's actually a good change. And it affects the entire cast equally, so objectively speaking, it's neutral, but by the way, I really like this outfit from Scarlet. I like the flowing hair. I like the sand dune one too, but I like this one better because you can see her face and her hair and stuff. And the dress is really pretty. This is high quality analysis, folks. Oh, and I feel like one mix-up that you're going to start seeing a lot is empty short hop and a low. I swear to God, that's probably going to mix people up a lot. Like, starting out. That's what I'm going to start doing. I want to find a character, whenever the game comes out, I'm going to find a character that has a really good low, like combo starter, and then start doing that. I feel like Noob Saibot might be like that. By the way, I just want to point out this combo that Scarlet's doing is 1 bar and 32%. That's really good. That's actually better than a lot of characters, which is odd considering she's a zoning character. But I just find it weird that she has that kind of damage, but like Jade still, like even with the buff to forward 2-1, doesn't seem to have nearly as much of a damage output, but still like less of a zoning game too. I try not to make like really big snap judgments about stuff that's in the beta because of course it's not going to stay the same way. That's the whole point of the beta.
Oh my God,
I really like the way that counters work. Or not counters, like reversals. Just because, like, they did that in Injustice and it was great, but there was the problem of any character could just, like, bait your wake up by jumping, and so they realized that and made it so that that is, like, a meta now. Like, you now can do an invincible wake up that's safe on block, so you have to jump over it to bait it. Or you could do an anti-air reversal that is not invincible, but it's not safe. I like that. I like that mind game.
Uh-oh.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God. This is so annoying.
And with that string being safe, back 1-2, down 2, there's really no reason not to throw it out in footsies. Unless you think you're going to get whiff punished, of course. I think he did that so that he wouldn't try to side switch, but he actually dropped the combo because of it. It's too low. I've never been able to juggle with it. Yeah, see, look, people are using that mechanic in the beta. I'm pretty sure by the time that this game comes out, lab monsters like me are going to find some disgusting shit with that. Ooh, clipping them at the last second.
My stuff is not coming out. Oh my gosh, my stuff is not coming out.
Cabal is one of the characters that can combo off of his jump 3, by the way, so that's going to be pretty deadly. He has to spend bar immediately, though. Actually, he might be able to do jump 3 into Nomad Dash if it's really deep. But if it's really deep, they're probably going to react to it, just block. Please get it. Oh, well, he broke away. Yeah, and I really don't like that you can do breakaway on Crushing Blow, honestly. Because, like, especially because that's some characters, like Best Launcher, who...
Damn.
That option didn't mean to burn it. It would have been mad life. Come here.
Yeah, Cabal in the beta, seems like he was really, like... I don't want to say too powerful. Definitely not. It's just that he kind of did everything really well. Like, he had good zoning, really, really good footsies, really, really good damage, really, really good rushdown for the beta. I don't know. Just saying. But remember that in the beta that they had custom enabled, and in tournament they're not going to. So a lot of the combinations that we are going to find powerful are not in the game, which is a kind of bummer to me, to be honest.
Wow, you bad driving.
Though I do think that when they start making new variations, they'll start adding combinations that are very popular. What's happening?
Oh my gosh, I didn't know what that is nice.
Okay, I thought something was wrong, but actually they were just playing the game. I think I'll do one more match.
Just go to my stream.
I stopped pretending that this was match analysis and realized that this was definitely just a my thoughts video. So I'll try to put more analysis in the next ones, but I really can't wait to see how the other characters play. I mean, we've seen breakdown videos for most of the characters, but we haven't seen like optimized tournament play of any of them. So what I'll say about the variation system is I really hope that like there's at least somewhat of a tournament scene for custom. Just if nothing else, just for variation tournaments. Just like for NRS to start putting out new variations that were in the custom tournaments so that you can play them in variation tournaments. Because I think the custom variation system is like the coolest one. You know, everyone was disappointed when they announced that it wasn't going to be a thing in tournament or ranked. Whenever I play, to be honest, I'm probably going to stick to custom variations, which makes me feel kind of gross because it's like it's not tournament viable. But it's just the more fun option, and you get like way more crazy, interesting combinations that you could possibly get. And not only that, but like there's going to be a lot of problems with the variation system day one, in my opinion, because there's going to be stuff like this, like what if Scorpion doesn't have a variation with Misery Blade in it? Or if he only has one, what's the other variation going to be? Something that doesn't have Misery Blade? Misery Blade was such a good move that you kind of needed it. They said that they're only going to have 2 variations in the start.
Shut up. No, you're not talking to me. This is so annoying. Get that parry. That's mad damage. Damn, I take bleeding damage from that. That's OD.
That's crazy. But yeah, I think it is 2 times in a row. Awesome. I wanted to see if we can get this shit done too.
That crushing blow is really good. I don't know what triggers it though, because yeah, look at this damage. 43%. I'm pretty sure for 2 bars though. Which is really good in this game, by the way. 42% at all is really good in this game, let alone just for 2 bars. If it costs life somehow, I mean, that would make it a little bit more normal. But I am Sarah, and this has been Mortal Kombat 11 analysis. My thoughts? I don't know. But If you enjoyed this, please consider dropping a like or a comment, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.